So lately, I've been thinking about the things I wish someone had told me when I was 20. Not so much advice, but maybe some truths about lives that doesn't change over time. And so here are three things that really frame the way I see things today. Thing one, nothing lasts forever. And this is something that most of us knew intuitively at the back of our minds. But I think few of us really sit with what it actually means. Think about all the good stuff you have right now, your family, your friends, your job, everything that you really like and feel good about. The thing is, good things don't last forever. Some of them, they're gonna end eventually for whatever reason. People drift, circumstances change, and the world is full of uncertainty. And it's easy to take these good things for granted when you don't realize how easily they could be lost. But at the same time, we shouldn't obsess over them because we're afraid that it might pass. I think the best move moving forward is simply to appreciate what we have and enjoy the moment since it may not last forever. And the same is true the other way around. Nothing bad lasts forever. The difficult situations you're in, tough times that felt like they're gonna last forever or something that you can never break out from. I used to feel that there were some lows in my life that would never end, but eventually they all do. And I think the trick here is to simply understand that nothing bad really lasts forever and focus on getting through the day and taking one step at a time. And that brings me to the next thing. Don't take anything too seriously. When I was young, I took everything so seriously, especially myself. Every mistake I made, every embarrassing moment that I went through, it would always replay in my head and I would always worry about what it's like to others. The thing is, looking back, most of the stuff that I stressed about are genuinely not as bad as it turned out to be. Or even if they turned out badly, it wasn't as significant as I made it out to be. It's crazy how it sounds so funny on hindsight and so crazy, but it felt so real at the time. And the same goes for people. A lot of people, including myself, give others way more power than they deserve in terms of how they made us feel about ourselves. But the truth is, everyone is just dealing with their own difficulties. The world is not always looking at you. More often than not, they're just doing their own thing and you just come to interpret it as something related to you when it's not really the case. And then there are those materialistic stuff that we all take so seriously, like branded stuff or like markers of success, expensive stuff. But the weird thing is that the moment you get those stuff that you have always wanted, the good feeling only lasts for a short moment and then it disappears. And so I guess the lesson here is that don't take anything too seriously. After all, life's just a game. Identify what really is important to you and hold everything else maybe a little light. Thing 3. Nobody has the correct answer. When I was younger, I spent so much time searching for the right answer, reading books, learning from my favorite creators, trying to identify the path to success, the philosophy, and just everything about how to lead life instead of exploring it on my own. I was hoping that there was someone who could just tell me, yeah, you're on the right path. But no one could. And if they did, they're probably wrong as well. The truth is, everyone is just winging it as well. They're all facing their own difficulties, uncertainties, and what appeared like success is just a perspective. They are oftentimes quite circumstantial, and while you can learn a thing or two, you should usually avoid trying to replicate their entire situation. If you think about it, it could be quite scary that there's no one able to tell you that there's a right answer, but it's also quite freeing at the same time to know that you are the one who can create the answer yourself. And the biggest misconception that people have is that you want to look deeper into yourself to understand who you really are, or who you truly are, what you could be. But oftentimes the answer is just to look outside, to explore more things, to interact with the world, and let that reflect onto what you really want. Because you just can't think your way into clarity. You can only experience it and adjust as you go. And what I just said is just another perspective that may or may not be relevant to you, and that's the whole point. So that's it. That's 3 things I wish someone told me at 20, and I hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.